Big breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Disney ABC is canceling Jimmy Kimmel's show indefinitely after he attacks Charlie Kirk live and literally blames MAGA for all of this. You want to talk about someone trying to spark chaos and trying to run cover for Democrats and leftists? This is Jimmy Kimmel, ladies and gentlemen. He's been fired for saying some very nasty things. I actually have the clip of what he said live on air. He didn't even send condolences. He didn't say anything other than the fact that this is pretty much sparked and done by MAGA. Like, you want to talk about some wild comments. This guy has been Trump deranged for years now. I used to love Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know what happened to him, but he just legitimately losing his mind. So we got big breaking news about the canceling and the pulling of a show. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually a huge deal, actually predicted by President Trump not too long ago after the Stephen Colbert show. Remember Stephen Colbert? He's on his final season. They're also canceling him. So it's official. Jimmy Kimmel's career just may be over. Disney ABC just canceled him effectively, immediately. Just a couple months ago, Trump predicted it. I hear Jimmy Kimmel is next. This is what Trump had to say about that. I absolutely love that Colbert got fired, right? His talent was even less than his ratings. I hear Jimmy Kimmel is next. That is what President Trump said on Truth Social after hearing about what Colbert was going through. Again, these late night show hosts have been very liberal, just like the rest of the mainstream media. So for him to have that opinion on Charlie Kirk shooting is not surprising at all. He is ignoring. And what's so crazy about this is that by him going out there and pretty much saying this wild scene about Charlie Kirk and what really happened, he is ignoring the DOJ, he is ignoring the FBI, and he is ignoring the governor of Utah, Cox, on what the actual truth behind this is. He is ignoring all the details that have come out. He is ignoring all of it. He is just blaming MAGA, and saying some nasty things about President Trump while he gets the chance. So ABC pulls it. Here's some of, I can't play the whole thing, but here's some of what he had to say about MAGA and Charlie Kirk that got him fired. Take a listen.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half.
So again, that is a wild commentary. Did you hear what he said? He said that this is one of MAGA's own, that the MAGA gang is trying to cover up and say that he's a leftist. He's just flat out ignoring what the actual report is. He's not even saying, you know what, before I even talk about this, I want to say that political violence is not good. He didn't do any of that. What he did is that he went on and said that this is one of MAGA's own. This is some of it. Now, he has said more, but I can't play more of it because it's ABC, and again, we don't want a copyright strike, but he's saying some very nasty things for some years. You guys have watched them. A lot of you guys probably loved Jimmy Kimmel. You probably loved them. But here's some more information about this, by the way. So Nexstar is the media group. It's the Nexstar ABC affiliate to preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live. So the company is objecting the talk show host's comments on the killing of Charlie Kirk, right? As if he is trying to spark up, and he is just lying flat out on air. He said this on air. Again, there is very much more. Breaking news, ABC broadcast affiliate Nexstar is removing Jimmy Kimmel from all 32 of their ABC stations until Disney answers for Jimmy Kimmel's despicable attack on Charlie Kirk, right? I want to read some of this. This move rips the Jimmy Kimmel show out of potentially millions of households and will negatively affect ad revenue. Source with direct connections to the local broadcast affiliates for ABC tells me this is just the beginning. Get ready for much more. Disney must act. So again, yeah, this is pretty crazy. Wall Street Journal posted ABC canceled him. So some of this is coming out right now. Disney's ABC is pulling Jimmy Kimmel's show indefinitely after late night host's recent remarks about Charlie Kirk. Move comes after ABC affiliate groups told network they would be dropping the host. Wow, this is big stuff. Look, Variety is even commenting on this as well. ABC pulls Jimmy Kimmel live, and definitely after Nexstar Backlash, to host Charlie Kirk's comments. Nexstar being the affiliate company to ABC, Disney being the top dog in all of this. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. So again, he went on air. He said that this is MAGA attacking MAGA, spreading some crazy conspiracies, right? Live on air. Mind you, this guy has called people on the right conspiracy theorists for a very long time. Here's some of what we know. This confirms that he did it out of leftist politics. Talking about the shooter, right? Because we know exactly what he said on the transcripts. We know that he had a trans partner that he was living with. And we know that he did it because he felt that Charlie Kirk and what he was saying was hatred. How is that MAGA? MAGA loves Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk loves Trump. How does that make sense, Jimmy Kimmel? He did it out of lefty politics. He hated his dad's politics, which was his dad was a very hardcore conservative. And that's just what it is. Liberals trying to twist this up, just like he did live on air. Now I'm going to show you a clip of CNN, Scott Jennings, one of the only conservative commentators on there, shutting down this talk about this guy. Let's take a listen.
We know what he put on the bullets. It's very,
So Scott,
very clear what happened here. And there is a movement by some people to completely say, well, we have no idea.
Scott,
and we do.
Hold on. We have the floor. You can have the floor back. But here's the thing. I had to really struggle to understand all of the details that were on those bullets. They are internet memes from video games that people way younger than us play.
What I am not happy about.
Yeah, so they're acting confused as to what's actually happening here. I actually have some more. I actually have some more on this, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to take a look at this.
Why did I do it? I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out.
So can I ask you? So
he has
Scott, just explain what you just read.
That is the message that the shooter, Tyler Robinson, sent to his roommate. That is what he said. He also engraved the word, "Hey, fascist, catch," on the bullet. For 10 years, we have heard nothing from the left but that Donald Trump is a fascist, Republicans are Nazis, authoritarians, destroy the Constitution,
but that's
bloodbath,
dictator
for a day. And he wrote it on the bullet.
So can I ask you?
And he's been obviously marinating in some kind of information that radicalized him based on what he heard in the air in this country.
So does the shooter who assassinated Melissa Hortman, who was a stated Trump supporter, whose roommate said
Are you trying to equate these two things?
Does he represent? Can you let me finish my thought, please?
Please.
We're talking about two people in politics who both I'm asking you, does that shooter represent the entirety of the MAGA movement? Of course not. I would never argue that. I don't think you would argue that. So why is it acceptable to use this moment to argue that somebody, a sick individual who committed a horrific crime,
how do you know he's sick?
Is somehow Are you here to argue for his sanity?
I'm here to argue. All I know is what the prosecutor said today. He read very lucid messages from a shooter who was motivated by political hate, who had a plan to get away with it. He did not sound like a deranged person. He sounded like someone who had decided to take it upon himself to rid the world of someone that he hated politically, that he thought that the world would be better off without that. That's different than some deranged lunatic.
Yes. So that's what you get. A lot of people have been trying to run off with this narrative about all of it. And it's pretty wild to see. And now you see liberals paying the price of where we're at in this country. And again, he's been fired. It's everywhere. It's all over everywhere. Somebody just posted this, and I'm going to leave you guys with this. We got the big breaking news. Jimmy Kimmel isn't funny. That is Charlie Kirk. In 2017, he said that. He said, this guy isn't funny in 2017. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, that stunt has backfired. Ladies and gentlemen, big breaking news. See you guys on the next one.